Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. So last update we started work on the Wolfpack Fortress that I am calling the Wolf's Den. We got the base done, we got some underground caves that need details still to be added, as well as the front gate ramp. Now in this video I want to work more on the actual castle as well as some details in the cave section, so really flush out this build. Really excited to get into that. I'm really going to lean into the ruined feel, and I feel like it's going to be an all-around really satisfying build, and it's going to be cool to build with this faction. I never owned any of these figures before this new CMF line, so really excited to dive into their story a little bit. Speaking of story, I've been working a lot off screen on the story for this medieval project, so expect a medieval story update at some point in the near future. Really excited to share all that with you guys, but for now, let's dive right into the build. So the first thing I want to do is add some detail to this cave section, which I think turned out pretty cool. I'm going to use this chandelier design I came up with using a pirate steering wheel, some clips to attach these flame pieces, some Technic pieces for this structure right here, and then some inverted slopes to actually attach it to the roof. There we go. So we got the chandelier installed, and I'm also thinking about adding a weapons rack in there and make this feel almost like a little hideout. Add some of these barrel tables with some bottles on them, and I feel like that could just add some nice details, so let me play with that real quick. So I added in the weapons rack in the back as well as the 2 barrel tables, but I thought the ground could use a little more detail, so I came up with this custom design for a bear skin rug. I think it's gonna look okay once I get it all in. It's very, very simple, but at the same time, it's detailed enough to get the job done, and I think it's recognizable as a bearskin rug and adds a lot of detail. We go with the bearskin rug installed and a figure and a wolf. I think this is starting to look really good, and I'm excited to start work on the castle, so let's do that right now. So skipping ahead a little bit, I did a bunch of work off camera on the main front gate, and I think is coming together very nicely. The gate is fully installed and functioning now. I might clean up this pole a little bit here. It's just kind of supporting this upper mechanism, and I also managed to get a good few more Wolfpack soldiers for the army, and I've been customizing them accordingly. I also changed up the bottom room, added a map table of the entire layout. You can see where the Wolfpack's going to be, eventually a village, that tree back there that is going to be the Forceman hideout, and then the Black Falcon castle up on the hill. Got 2 less intelligent Wolfpack soldiers just kind of goofing off and playing around down here in the cellar. I really like how this is turning out. Around here you can also kind of see into that area, a wolf over there, and I'm just really proud of how this is turning out, and I'm gonna work more on this wall section right here and maybe a little up there as well now. Before I do that though, I do want to show you guys the mechanism. So with the turn of the crank up here, I was copying the design from the Black Falcon Fortress, and you can see it works super smoothly. The gate opens like so, and then a flip of the lever, it drops. You can see it better right here. It just clicks up as it goes, and then it raises the gates a fair height. You can still see them somewhat, and you can't really ride a horse through, I believe, with the height difference, but it's enough for soldiers, and that's what matters, and I think it is turning out really well. I'm thoroughly enjoying this portion of the medieval project, so let's continue work on it right now. It took a while, but I think the Wolf's Den turned out better than I could have ever expected. I think these 1x1 sand blue tiles came in clutch. These look beautiful, frankly, and I really love how I was able to capture some of these battered and torn up and cracked tile work, as this is a ruined fortress, and the sand blue just adds a very, very nice pop of color. We got a fire pit over here and 2 Wolfpack members kind of cooking some food over it. We also have 2 wolves over here playing with a bone. We got this crazy knife wielding one. This is one of my favorites of my custom Wolfpack. Got some storage back here, both of weapons and food. Got some loose bottles over there. A throne back there for Wolfric. Wolfric is who I've named the unmodified Beastmaster. He will come into big play in the story later on. We also got his wolf back there. Up here we got a crossbowman or archer. Let me know in the comment section if you guys think the wolf pack warriors should have crossbowmen or archers. I'm kind of going back and forth on it, but for right now he has a nice reddish brown crossbow, which I think looks good. Some more weapons kind of tucked in the back. We have a section of ruined tower back here, even a bird's nest, and then moving up here, a lot of studs mixed in to give it a really ragged look, some vegetation as well. And then with this crank, we can raise and lower the front gates. The mechanism is almost identical to the ones found in both the Black Falcon Fortress as well as the Lion Knight's Castle. The gear just lets it ratchet up, and thanks to this thing sitting on top, it prevents it from sliding back and down. And then when I lift it, the gate drops, sealing the entrance. And then out here, you guys have seen this already in my last medieval update, we have the ramp going up. I still need to add a little more texture to the ramp section, but overall, I gotta say, this is beautiful, and I think it is finally complete. We also got some cave sections down here I was taking a look at earlier. I really like how that map table turned out, and we got 2 more Wolfpack kind of goofing off, playing with these figurines and military strategy statues that they can place on the table to kind of plot out where things are. You can see they're just kind of goofing off and having a good time. We got a bearskin rug on the ground, and all in all, super proud of how this castle turned out. Now, this is my first custom castle, and I just really had to take a long time on this. This took several weeks to build just because I didn't know quite what to do, but I think it turned out very nicely in the end. Show you guys the build from another view. You can see the castle this way also looks really cool. It's downhill from the Black Falcon Castle, and I want to add a forest around it in the future. I think that will look really good and really separate it a lot more from the Black Falcon Fortress. And I love how the pops of red with the roofs really make it stand out, because it's rock and then into castle walls, and that really blends together nicely. So you can't really tell a difference, but the red and the light gray highlights really make the whole thing pop. I also really like how these stained glass windows turned out using cheese wedges wedged into a window frame. I think that turned out really good. And all in all, I keep saying it, but I'm really proud of how this turned out. So let me know your guys' thoughts and critiques on it. If you guys have any ideas how to make this better, leave them in the comment section. I'd love to hear you guys' thoughts on this. Well, this is the end of this video. If you guys want to see more awesome LEGO content, you can click on any one of the videos popping up on your screen now, and I'll see you guys over there. Farewell.